And we're live. Um, so, you know what I've been doing lately? I work at Dunkin' Donuts, and a few times now I brought my tarot cards to work with me, and I gave my coworkers some readings. And as far as I know, they were pretty accurate. It was exciting. What's up, Jojo? How you doing? Is Kay purposefully ignoring my message? And if so, why? Okay. So is this person ignoring your message on purpose? What's going on with this message? Okay. What's going on with this message? I mean, obviously, I can just assume you don't want to be ignored. Nobody would want that. You know, because we're people. We're like normal people. So is he ignoring your message? What's going on with this? Okay. I mean, I think you're probably right. I think that I don't know if it's a him or a her, but you know, I think that this person was probably rubbed the wrong way by something. Something him. Okay, something that he felt was very um not right. Something must have happened where he feels as though that this wasn't the right thing to happen, or I don't know. Um, I mean, I feel like this is gonna go nowhere with this person, and I just feel like you should probably not think too much about it. Um, you know, he always acts like he doesn't see my message. I mean, yeah, that should tell you something about him anyway. I mean, I'm not saying he's a horrible person, but clearly he doesn't really invest much energy into this connection. And I don't know, because you're clearly not getting what you want out of this because there is something that's bothering you. So I would just look towards the future and kind of take this burden off your shoulders. Okay. What's up, Empty Soul? Hey, Anita. Hello, everybody. Dorella. How will be my future husband? All right, let me see. Okay, your future husband. Let me see. Pull some cards. I want to drink so badly. I'm gonna go make a cocktail in about 10 minutes. Just get drunk on the live stream. Well, Anita, um, you know, your future husband is going to be very normal. very mundane. I that's and you know what came to me is that that's probably exactly what you need in a husband. Because I mean, clearly you're here for a tarot card reading, so you're obviously you have interest in like spooky, mystical stuff. And I don't think your husband is going to be into that stuff at all. Just very normal guy, normal life. Um, but I actually am, I kind of like that dynamic because you're like the mystical one, and he's like, you know, there'll probably be times when he's very surprised by things that you can do, and then I just kind of like that dynamic. It's very interesting. But anyway, very normal. Okay. Dorella, will Tony L be reaching out to me before May? Thanks. Okay, let me see. Will Tony L be reaching out to me before May? I don't think so, Dorella. Huh. Well, I'm seeing blocks here. I'm seeing I mean, obviously there's something you want from this person, and I don't see it happening. Um, but with the Emperor card, because I don't know, I have a feeling Tony's not like anything romantic. Like this is some other kind of connection you have with this person, which you can, it's kind of obvious even just from the message. But I don't know what the connection is, but the Emperor in reverse, um, there's like this fear to communicate. Um, you know, Tony is uh I don't know, it's almost like he's afraid to reach out to you for some reason, but I don't know, you probably know what that's about. Okay, moving on. Empty soul. I'm in a sales job, and I would like to know how I am representing myself when I am dealing with the client. How am I representing myself when I am dealing with the client? Okay. Well, I mean, you probably have lots of clients, and I'm sure everyone will have a different opinion of you. Um, I mean, I don't know if you're in sales, you know, you obviously want to try to look presentable, you want to speak well, and you want to be warm and friendly. But, you know, I work in a coffee shop, which I mention every 2 seconds. But, you know, I can be very warm and welcoming and lovely to someone, and they can still just be just a miserable person who, you know, is like, they're probably so nuts that they think my kindness is somehow me trying to hurt them. I don't know. I can't get in the mind of a crazy person, but okay. But let me see. Let me just pull some cards because there's something you're clearly curious about. Well, I think empty soul. I think in general, um, you kind of have trouble at work because I mean, like the vibe I'm getting from these cards is that you kind of stifle yourself. You know, if you think something's a good idea, and if you like, for some reason, you're not um, utilizing all of your talents. There's some kind of voice in your head telling you not to do certain things, or um, you know, I would just say try to be as good as you can be at it. Think about it. And I think things will come together a bit more. But you could be offering a fuller experience with your job. Okay, moving on. Aniket, Shraddha's feelings for me. Okay, let me see. Okay. The sun is shining directly on my computer screen, and it's really like putting emphasis on all of the dust that's on it. Like, I have to clean the screen. Okay, so you want to know Shraddha's feelings. Okay. I mean, Aniket, I'm sensing trouble here, so huh. I mean, the thing what I'm seeing in my mind is that she can be a little. Oh my God! Okay. Alarms, alarms, alarms. I feel like Shraddha probably is kind of a hot-headed person, and you don't really know what to expect from her. And you know, is it a she? I'm assuming it's a she. It looks like a girl's name, but this person um, doesn't really put two and two together and kind of goes from 0 to 60 pretty quickly, and it's usually not well thought out. But I mean, I don't know. I think between you and her feelings towards you, it doesn't look good. So I don't know. Something must have gone wrong here, or maybe she's just crazy. Okay, moving on. Okay. Hey Marie, my boyfriend's feelings towards me. I just wanted to know. Um, I just wanted to know. It's my boyfriend. Okay. Okay, Marie. You're welcome. You're all very welcome. No, I mean, Marie, you're just curious. Obviously, you don't want to be wasting your time with the wrong person. But, let me see what's going on here with you and this guy. Well, Marie, I think I'm seeing a lot of trouble here. So, what I'm seeing is that this is someone who is just like two different people. And, you know, like this person has multiple personalities and not a lot of consistency. And I think something that especially bothers you a lot is that I'm seeing not a lot of thanks and praise coming towards you from him. He's just not the kind of person to like shower you in compliments. And you have to make up your own mind about, if you want to stay with him or not, because obviously you're asking me that question. So you're wanting something from me. But I mean, you have to think about it yourself. You may never find someone that's completely perfect, but there are definitely big things that could be deal breakers for you. So just think about what those are. Okay. But Marie, I think that your boyfriend probably has like bipolar or something, or like multiple personalities, because I think the vibe I was getting from the cards is that sometimes he loves you and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he feels good about you, sometimes he doesn't. Whatever personality that takes over is kind of what determines that. Okay. Hey, Cookie, what up? Like how will the application process go for me tomorrow? Waiting for an approval. Okay. Let's see what's good. I think the comments are like delayed or something. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. Okay. So Cookie, let me pull some cards. Well, Cookie, I see a lot of good energy in this reading. But there is something I want to say, which is that like I see you being satisfied with the outcome tomorrow. There will be something that kind of gets under your skin about the whole thing, but you will get what you want and need. I see a lot of good energy around this. So, I mean, everything's going to go well, but there will be one thing that kind of bothers you about it. Okay. What's up, Flower Beauty? Your predictions were correct about my date with S. Oh, what did I say? I totally forget. What was the reading I gave you? I love being right. Did I say it would go well, or did I say it would go bad, or what happened? That it won't go well, it didn't. Oh, okay. Well, this is sick for me to say, but I'm glad that I was right. But I mean, I wish I was wrong. Like, I don't know. Well, what went bad about it? Well, you just didn't vibe with him, or he seemed like a nerd or something? His intentions weren't honorable, so I told him off. Okay. Good for you. The fact that you told him off, that's ballsy. That's pretty badass. I would be too scared. I would just go along with the date and then go home and just not text him again. I'm too scared to tell people off face to face. But good for you. I wish I was that person. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to go make a drink. Give me about 1 minute. Okay. Oh, I love it. Come to me correct. I love it. When people say that, I just friggin' so exciting. And I told him, if your intentions aren't honorable, don't come towards me because they were. Yeah. I mean, good for you. You are very powerful. Okay, I'm gonna light a candle. I didn't put any like magical oil on this, which I usually do, but I had just put on all my rings, and if I put the oil on it, I'd probably have to wash my hands because it gets on my fingers, and I don't want to deal with it. But I did I did a little thing with this candle to try to bring about like a good environment for psychic readings and stuff, and like good energy, and yeah. And I'm sure it matters. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, not every reading I give is going to be like a positive outcome. Even just in my life, I know that not everything is positivity. I mean, like, the world is magical and it truly is supernatural, but at the same time, like, there is negativity. I mean, there just is. There's positivity, but there's also negative stuff. Hey, Jasmine, will my vacation get approved on Monday when I turn in the paperwork? Okay, let me see. Okay, so will everything go well with the approval of the vacation? Okay, come on, come on. Well, Jasmine, I think yes. I think everything will go fine. Um, Something about the money is going to irritate you, though. I don't know what it is. It might just, I mean, you know what it probably will end up being? If there's going to be some kind of problem with money, it's probably just some glitchy thing that's going to happen that will just get fixed. So, I mean, that would have to be the case. I would be shocked if it was anything else other than that. But everything will get approved. Everything will go fine. There will be some kind of problem with the money aspect of it, but I find it hard to believe that it's anything that's not fixable. Okay. What is blocking love from coming to me, and what steps can I take to remove those blocks? Okay. Oh. Um. Oh, so it's time. You're. Is it time off without pay? Is that bothering you, or are you just asking me if that's what I'm saying? Because I just don't know. But there's something wrong with money. Okay. So Flower Beauty, what is blocking love from coming in? So you're having trouble with your love life, and you want to kind of get some awareness of what's going on with that. Okay. Well, I have the 10 of cups in upright and then the 9 of cups in reverse. So that's an interesting thing to see. I mean, I do see a lot of love, but I mean, there's definitely love in your future. I see truly that you'll have it all, but I mean, clearly in the present moment, you're having trouble with it. Um, I mean, Flower Beauty, I would just say try to be more patient. Um, and honestly, I feel as though you're not putting in enough energy into this because I also have the Justice card upright, which is telling me that the right thing is happening. Um, you know, and for that to be true, it means, if you put more effort and energy into, because you just said that most guys are players, so you're looking for someone like serious. You're looking for definitely kind of the, um, you know, whatever, like you're looking for like, husband and all that. Um, I think if you put more energy into it, it'll be fine. You have to really put out more feelers. You have to, um, speak up more. You have to do things like that. I mean, if you put energy into it, energy will come back to you. So that's just the way the universe is. But this is definitely telling me that it will be better. Um, I mean, you could always try like a matchmaker, because like dating apps, and fucking trust me, I'm an expert at this, or at least with the gay ones. Like, I'm like like Tinder and all that, like the chances of finding somebody really good, I mean, it's not impossible, but it probably wouldn't happen with something like that. I would say like an actual matchmaker, those that kind of thing is much more serious and people are actually like much more serious about finding someone good as opposed to just hookups and all that. A guy who's just looking to get laid is not going to go to a matchmaker and spend money for someone to link him up. That's not going to happen. Anyway, but I think to give you any kind of hope, you will definitely have a husband and everything that you're looking for in love. You'll have it all. Um, or even like that website eHarmony, which I don't know if that's actually still around. I remember seeing commercials for that when I was like a little kid. But even a website like that, that's where people like what things like that. That's where people go to find like a lifelong partner, not just people don't go. People don't go on eHarmony to get hookups. They just don't. But I mean, there are matchmakers everywhere. I mean, I don't know what country you live in, but even like an actual human whose entire job it is to like link people up. That totally, I'm sure that exists everywhere. I would love that. But Flower Beauty, don't worry about it. You'll get exactly what you're looking for. I give really good advice, I think. I mean, I typically don't. And just to let you know, if you're wondering about this, I am not the kind of person that gives people advice. The only time I ever do that is when I'm giving tarot card readings because that's like a huge part of the job. That's one of the main reasons people go to tarot card readers is for like spiritual advice and like whatever. But like just like my coworker at work or just people in my family or friends, I don't give unsolicited advice. If someone truly asks me like what do I think about something, I will say, but I'm never just going to be like, "Oh, you should do this," cuz I hate it when people do that to me. Well, not all the time because sometimes people actually say some good shit, but for some reason that bothers me a lot. Thank you. For such a deranged person, I actually can come up with some good advice sometimes. It's weird. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Let me mix it up a little bit. God, this makes me nervous. I don't know why I'm doing this. I never keep drinks on the table with my laptop, and I just did it for some reason. I don't think I've done that ever. I was taught that in middle school. We had computer class, and they teach you how to use computers, obviously, and how to type and stuff. And there was always the rule that you don't leave a drink on the computer table. You have to put it on the floor. I just keep it on a table over here. Because I'm so clumsy, I know I would end up knocking it over, especially if I'm drinking liquor like I am now. I'll be half drunk and ruin my laptop. Oh, that's amazing. You know, I really want to make like fancy drinks because the drinks I always drink the same thing. And granted, it is delicious, but it's just like, I don't know. But I'm like poor. I can't afford. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do have the money where I could go out and buy all the ingredients for like a fancy drink, but I can't drink stuff like that all the time. I just don't have the money. I think someday I will, though. I don't know how it's going to come to me, but I think I really, really will have more money someday. It's interesting, though. I'm wondering how that would actually play out. What's up, Ann Cake? Can I know where will I meet the person I'll marry and end up with? I remember one time I got this question, and I literally told, and looking back, I don't trust this reading I gave, and I would be shocked if it actually came true. But I said somewhere like the bread aisle at the supermarket. I don't know, somewhere where there's a lot of carbs. I literally said that in a reading. Yeah. Which if that came true, that is hysterical. I don't know. There's just something funny to me about that. That is a tough question for me, but because that's so specific. But let me see if I can narrow it down at least a little bit. You want to know where you're going to meet the person. Okay, it's kind of a fun question actually, because I kind of have to get creative with these cards. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a pretty obvious answer in front of me, but it almost seems too obvious. Well, I have the... Okay, you know what? I think you're going to meet this person at work. I think you'll meet this person at your job where you make money, which something tells me that you have reservations about that. So well, let me just say, I think you're going to meet Mr. Right somewhere, but it's going to be in a situation where you feel like, given the circumstances, you probably shouldn't pursue somebody. That's why it almost seems like such an obvious reading. It seems like you're going to meet someone at work, but you feel as you probably have the opinion that you shouldn't date people at work or something, because I see with the meeting, there's hesitation and blockages. But anyway. Okay. Anyway, these are the cards. They kind of screamed a certain answer to me. Okay. I mean, is that at all correct? I mean, do you even work? Do you even have a job? Where do you work? I don't know. I just feel like the cards were very obvious, but I'm feeling kind of a way about it. Huh. I don't know. Something about that didn't seem right to me. You know what I was thinking? I'm like, oh, you're going to meet him at work. But then I'm like, damn, I bet she works from home. Like, there's just something about this reading that isn't right. I don't know. Like, leave it to me to say you'll meet the person at work and you're the one person that I'll see in the next year that actually works from home, where you can't really meet somebody. Although, you mean, even someone who works from home could meet a person, like a partner, whether it's on the phone because you have to make a call for work or something. But I mean, it could happen. Anyway, but that's the reading. I wish I could work from home. I mean, I do like my job because I'm a barista, so I don't I just it's I know it probably sounds stupid, but I actually kind of enjoy the job for the most part. I mean, some of the customers are very difficult, but and there are things about the job that are kind of unpleasant. Although most of what I find unpleasant about the job really just comes from my own mental sicknesses. So, I mean, but I like my job because like making coffee and making drinks like that, to me it's like very witchy, and it's like a very witchy job, even though it has nothing to do with magic or stuff like that. But to me, it's like I don't know if that makes sense, but you're working with the elements. Yeah, a barista, it's really the only job I've ever had. I have very, very briefly done other things here and there, but being a tarot card reader and being a barista is really all I've ever done for long periods of time. What's up, Eagle? May I ask for a general for the next week? Okay. So, Ann Cake, you're definitely right about that, about the barista thing. Okay. Bang. General for the next week for Eagle. Something shallow right here. Okay. Well, Eagle, I see a lot of power. I see big changes. And with this card, a few weeks ago, I was reading in a book and I was learning more about the Judgment card. And one thing said that um, one of the wordings of it was, there's no going back from here. So that tells me of a big change that you can't really go back on. But I mean, I see you having a lot of power and control. And I think the only piece of advice I can give you is don't hesitate. Do what feels right to you. You know, I think that things will go in your favor, but just don't hesitate. If you feel like there's something you really need to do, just do it. Or if you want to say something, just say it. If you think it's right and if you think it's good and has a good reason, then do it. Say it. Anyway. All right. Hi, Anjali. Can you tell me if my future husband is one of my exes or a new person? Okay, let me see. I can definitely probably get something. I already have in mind of how I'm going to read into this. Okay. Bada bing and bada boom. I think it's going to be somebody from your past. Anjali, I think it's going to be somebody from your past that you've already put a lot of energy into. Because with this card in reverse, that's kind of, and I was thinking, I bet an ace card is going to come up in this reading. But it's also in reverse. Then I have these two other cards that are a little bit more on the powerful side. So, I mean, you know, I think you probably should go backwards. Because there's somebody, if you go backwards, there's somebody that's good for you, that there's already a lot there. But anyway, these are the cards I got. Ashiana, psychic reading for my career. Well, let me see. Well, then, well, Anjali, then don't do what I just said. Just look to the. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but interesting. Okay, moving on. This is for Ashiana. Psychic reading for my career. Psychic reading for my career. Well, Ashiana, I guess, I mean, you didn't really ask me anything like specific about career, so I just kind of pulled some cards to see, to just get some kind of message. And I feel like I think you're just someone who you really have a hard time putting up with people. I mean, obviously you get along with some people just fine, but it just really taxes you to have to put up with stupidity. And I mean, I think a career that would really be helpful for you and um, good for you is probably something where you work solo, where you kind of get to call the shots and you don't, you know, you're not being forced to be face to face with people that drive you crazy. You know, you have a hard time tolerating difficult people. So I would just avoid any job like that. I mean, if you absolutely have to work in a job like that for a little while, then that's one thing. But as a long-term career, I think you should probably aim for a position of leadership or and also something where you don't really have to work so closely with other people or especially just the public. Anyway, something more to yourself. Okay. Jasmine. Jasmine, you told me the other day I'll be able to have kids if I want kids. Will I be able to freeze my eggs? Oh, yeah, Jasmine, I told you, I remember this reading. I told you that you could have kids, but something is going to be irritating about it's not. I said that you will have kids if you want them, but there's something about it that's not ideal to you. That's what I said. But you want to know if you'll be able to freeze your eggs. Okay. I mean, Jasmine, I feel like the answer is no. Um, I mean, I'm sensing a problem with money here, and you know, huh. Huh. Okay. Which, I mean, you could make that assumption just based on your question, because if freezing your eggs is something that you would consider absolutely doing, the only thing that would hold you back is the money. So I'm not shocked that this came up, these two cards in reverse. And with the Hanged Man, you're definitely willing to spend the money, but you also, I'm not saying you're broke, I'm not saying you're poor. I'm just saying I think the cost of it, obviously you're only willing to go so high. And I think probably, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there would be a problem with money. Um, anyway. Get a dog. I mean, I'm like shocked that you even want children. I mean, no offense, but like, I mean, I get it. Like, babies are cute and stuff, but there's so much work, and it just, I don't know why a person would want that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I mean, listen, everyone's different and people want what they want. And I know there are truly people that love to have children. They love it. They love raising children. They love everything about it. And they're just like aliens to me. They are true aliens. Cannot, um, I can't even imagine, like, it's just, it's hell. In my mind, it's, to some people it's heaven. To me, it's actual hell. I could never raise a child. I wouldn't want to in any way, shape, or form. Okay, moving on. Um, Roberto, are you still here? Roberto? And you know what, Jasmine? Deep down inside, you probably don't want kids either. And that's probably why, because I think obviously someday you're going to have a lot of money, but you probably won't have it in time to do something like that. Probably because deep inside you don't want children at all, and you don't even want to make the mistake of having them. Maybe it's just not right for you, and that's probably why you won't have the money in time for that. But you will have plenty of money later on. Okay, so Roberto, um, will I move across the country by the end of the year? Okay, well, I mean, right off the bat, I'm having a good feeling about it, but let me just pull some cards. Okay. I mean, Roberto, I mean, I think the answer is yes. You will definitely have the ability to, and I think you probably will, but something about it seems wrong to me. Um, I don't know. I mean, well, to answer your question, you will be able to at some point in the year. You'll have the power to, and you probably will, because I think that you're someone who probably, you like new environments. I'm assuming that you tend to not stay at a job for very long. You always end up getting a new job because you just like being in new environments and it excites you or something. But I don't know. But to answer your question, I think you will. I think you absolutely will move. Anyway. You're welcome. I mean, did I say anything that seemed accurate? I don't know. Because I got that, I forget which number it is, but the card with the guy and he has all the cups lined up, but there's like an empty space and you can see him walking off into the distance. That's why I said what I said. I think it's like the 7 or 8 of cups, something like that. Yeah. I mean, am I right about that? Do you tend to like work at a place for like a year and then you are just fed up with it, so you go somewhere else and you like new beginnings and you like um, kind of changing things up? I mean, is that accurate about you, Roberto? Oh, thank God. Well, because sometimes I'll run my gums and I'll say all this stuff, and then people just kind of say thank you and don't really tell me if I was right or wrong. What's up, Mom? Will I get an internship in 2025, particularly in summers? Oh my God. Hang on. Okay. So. Oh, well. I mean, well, yeah. A mom. I think you're going to get what you want, but you're not going to be completely satisfied with the way it happens. And, I mean, God is real. Fuck. Like, God's real. Magic is real. Truly, the word supernatural is a true word. It actually has truth behind it. So all I'm saying is there's something about it that's going to annoy you. You're going to get what you want, but it's going to annoy you the way it happens. So I'm just assuming that means it's not going to be in the time period that you're interested in, but it could be something else that irritates you about it, but you are going to get what you want. But my whole point is that it's probably for a good reason. there's a grand design to everybody's destiny, everybody's life, everybody's, you know, fates. You know, I mean, I'm just saying whatever it is, don't be too disappointed because there's probably a very good reason for it. Okay. These are the cards I got. I think it will happen for you. Anyway, you will, you'll get it. You know, there are blessings all around you already. I've been in dark places in my life, but there was always a light shining somewhere. So, um, the sun is shining in my eyes now. In about 20 minutes, it's going to be directly in my eyes. I do. It's so much better to go live at night, but usually when I'm really in the mood to do it, and usually when I really need to do it, it's like early in the day. Um, anyway, you know, yesterday morning I gave myself a tarot card reading, and because just looking at my life and I can tend to be like a very troubled person. I mean, the physical things in my life are pretty good. Like I have a place to live, I have nice things, in terms of that, I'm thrilled. I really am. I'm thrilled. But like, you know, I'm just very troubled a lot at the same time. And so I gave myself a reading, like all of these things that have been happening to me and kind of what I've been going through, like what is this? Like what is going on here? What are the forces at play? So I gave myself a reading. And I took a picture of it. Um, and what the reading was very clearly saying was that I just have a lot of demons and like um, probably most of the problems that I do have are kind of things I'm doing to myself and my own, like the way I'm thinking about things and these demons in my mind that I'm giving my power over to. Um, so, which makes perfect sense because I have so many things, so many things that I can reach out and touch that are really great, and I'm very happy to have them. And you know, but it's all just in my head. All my problems are coming from my mind. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to start doing more daily affirmations because I think that really does have an effect on things. Doing more spells for wellness and daily affirmations and whatnot. I know what you're talking about. I have a few chants. I like to, something I do a lot is I think about angels and just, real spirits that do exist, and their whole purpose. They make it their whole purpose in life just to help people and fight the forces of evil. So I tend to kind of conjure up that kind of energy in my mind a lot when I need to. Everyone's different. You have to do what works for you. And it's not a big deal, though. I know for a fact in 10 years, my life is going to look very different. I will be much happier. I'll have much more clarity of thought. I won't take things so seriously. I'll just be more easy and breezy. My life will be easier. I'll probably have a lot more money. I'm sure of it. My life is just basically a story, you know? It's a story, and I know it's going to get better and better, in a really wonderful way. So, you know. Hi, Saxena. I stood for executive member in the court. Would like to know, will I be able to win this election? Okay. So I'm basically gonna keep it simple. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, well, yeah. Saxena, I see everything going in your favor. Don't overthink anything about how this goes, but because I mean, if everything's going your way, then you don't really have to overthink it anyway. You know what I mean? You know? Um, you're going to get what you want out of this. And, um, you know, if God gives you a blessing, you don't have to dissect it into a million pieces. Just be grateful for the blessing and be happy about it. Okay. LMM. Hi, has Mark forgotten about me? I haven't heard from him since Tuesday. Okay. You suck. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I was just talking to myself because I keep dropping the cards and I'm getting frustrated. Okay, once again. Okay, 2 and 3. I mean, LMM, I would just, All I can say is something is not quite right here. So even if Mark does text you back, and even if you get communication from him again, I would just not take this too seriously because Mark's not a serious person either. But I don't know. I have 3 cards. They're all in reverse. And, you know, I would be careful of him. Okay. Anyway, I'm not saying he's like Satan. I'm just saying I feel like he would be a problem. Okay. AK. SG's feelings for me, no contact. Let me see. Okay, SG's feelings for me, no contact. Let me see. Well, AK, I would forget about this person. Just forget about this person because I think that, and I do think this person in the future is probably going to come to you with something, some kind of offer. I mean, I don't know if this is like an ex of yours, like if it was romantic, or maybe this is just it just used to be a friendship, or if this is like some kind of business thing. Um, I have no idea, but this person will come to you in the future offering something to you, and I think you should probably just forget about it, and because this seems like trouble, and I don't think they have good feelings, and I don't think they have good intentions. Okay. Hi, Tajav Saxena. What are Siddharth's current feelings towards me? Let me see. And you say you're in no contact. Okay. So Tajav, I think this person probably likes you. Um, I see this starting into something in the future, and hmm, I feel like this is probably a romantic connection that you have. I see a lot of love here, romantic love. Um, and I feel like with you and this person, at some point in the past, something came into the light that, and you really didn't like what you saw. And I think that's something that you probably should just let go of and move on from. Because I think that it's not really a problem. Okay, moving on. Okay. Brandon, morning. Will my finances ever be in a position that I won't have to worry about being in lack again? Let me see. Brandon. Well, Brandon, I have two king cards here. I pulled three cards, and two of them are both kings, and they're both upright. And this one is especially promising. The King of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, I think you're going to have plenty of money in the future. I think you're going to have it all someday, um, and you are a doer. You don't just, you know, you realize that you're not satisfied with the way your life is, and you will really do something about it. Yeah, that's it. There's not much more to say. Um, you'll have plenty of money someday. Okay, Devin wants a general about money. Let me see. Well, Devin, I feel like I mean, this reading is leaning more towards good, and um, but you also have to be patient because maybe now is just not the right time in your life, and I think you're going to be making plenty of money someday. But the way that you're going to be making a lot of money is something that you don't even know about yet, and it's something that hasn't even revealed itself to you yet. So just keep that in mind. So clearly, you're on a whole journey of like spiritual discovery and whatever, but um, it's going to happen in a way that you don't know about right now. Um, but I think you'll have plenty of money someday. Okay, LP wants a general. Let me see. Well, LP, I think that I think you need to look in the mirror and look directly into your own eyes and declare that now is the time for healing. Now is the time for a new beginning. And because I feel like your life has been very chaotic for a long time. And you burden yourself with things that you do not have to burden yourself with. There are things. I mean, I think you're like a little bit too good of a person. Um, you know, you can't help everybody, and you can't. I mean, it's nice to strive to be perfect, but I think with you, you're way too hard on yourself, and you know, if you really have to help other people, and if you really have to do these things, you know, I just think now is a time to kind of let go of some stuff and take a step back, and you have to stop making other people's problems your problems. You know, um, because I think because I feel like this came up for a reason. The world in reverse. You're burdening yourself way too much with other people's problems. You can't live other people's lives for them. Anyway, but okay. You're welcome. What's up, musical beer? How will Ian react when he hears that I will be coming back? Okay. Well, musical beer. I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about Ian. Um, you know, I think that there probably was some kind of trouble between the two of you in the past. And I think Ian will honestly be surprised by this all, but um, by you coming back, I think he'll probably be surprised by that for some reason. But nothing about the past matters. And Ian has already thought very deeply about this, and um, all is forgiven. Okay, moving on. Shirley, do you see me getting offered the supervisor position or my business improving this month? Well, let's talk about, let me see. So basically money. You want to know about money. Am I going to have good fortune with money this month? Well, surely, I think money is probably going to be a bit of a problem this month. Um, I think you asked me a similar question not that long ago, and I think I might have even gotten very similar cards. Um, but I mean, not only do I see effort being a problem, like you could put more effort into this. I mean, admitted, you really could try harder, but also I think you're also expecting things to happen too quickly. Um, and that's also kind of a problem. Um, but yeah, um, I don't think March is going to be the best month for you. Although March is almost over, so anyway. Okay, Mariana. Once again, question on my Pisces twin flame. Do you see him leaving his karmic soon, or this going on way down the road? Okay. So Mariana, I think that huh. I mean, the way I see this is that this Pisces, I see a new relationship for him, and I think it's probably going to be a very good one, because they work very well together, like friggin' vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce. So you know, all is well. Okay, good energy for that person. Okay. What's up, Raymond? Good morning. Will my fiance apologize for overreacting to me? Well, Raymond, these are the cards I got. This doesn't look too good. So I mean, honestly, you should not expect an apology, and this just doesn't look good. So I don't know. I'll just leave it at that because I like saying nice things to people. Anyway. Miss Billy, was Kay really going to go help A last night? Yeah, Miss Billy, I don't think that you should be worried about anything because I think that the energy surrounding your question is very positive. It's very good. And it seems big. So, I don't know why this person was helping this other person, but whatever this person needed help with must have been something pretty big. I don't know what it could have been, but it was something kind of significant because I pulled 3 cards and they're all major cards. So this kind of seems like a big deal, but all very, very good energy. Okay, moving on. What did A need help with? I'm kind of curious. I mean, what could that possibly be? What's up, Amira? Liked, may I have a general? Okay. You want a general. Well, Amira, I think that there's something that you don't know about that you will know about. It's a truth that already exists, and you're just unaware of it. And it's going to come quite as a shock to you. Um, and I think you just have to. I feel like this could conjure up a lot of negative feelings in your spirit, but I would just let it all go and I don't know, look to the future and I like what I'm trying to say is there's already something in your life that you just don't know about. It's kind of something that's already in front of you, but it's veiled in like lies or something like that. And the truth is going to come into the light very soon. And just don't let it bother you, honestly. Her car got stolen. Jesus. It's funny. I thought it was something with a car, but that's kind of almost an obvious thing. Typically, when someone has to leave a place to go help somebody else, it typically is about like something about a car, like transportation or something like that. So that's not really that impressive. That's just really logic. But wow, my right ear just went silent, and then I just heard a lot like a high pitched, um, constant, like kind of like a beep. But a beep is kind of like there's percussion to that. It's like something. A beep is something that ends quickly. It was a ring. I just heard my right ear just went like kind of numb, and then all of a sudden I just heard a very high pitched ring. That happens to me sometimes. Spooky. What could that be? I mean, to me, it's just nothing, but, you know, I mean, I can make up a million stories about what that could be, but it's nothing. It's actually just, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. So, anyway. What's up, Margaret? How you doing? I just want to know if TJ is going to make a holdup for the divorce. So you're divorcing a guy named TJ, and you're wondering if he's going to try to like make this more complicated and difficult. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, he's going to be he's going to be annoying. He's going to be childish and hard-headed, but I think that it's nothing you have to worry about, because to the people that matter, he's going to come across as very unstable. So, because with this card in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, that tells me about somebody who is very emotional and very like someone that comes across as crazy, and no one's going to take him too seriously, or at least the people that matter. It's not going to matter to you. This card in reverse tells me about childish behavior, and but the Chariot upright, it's nothing you have to worry about. Um, you're going to keep moving forward despite whatever nonsense he does. Anyway, okay. And you're welcome, by the way. Thank you for the question. If it wasn't for you guys asking questions, then this wouldn't be a success. Even if I make no money, it's still a success because people came, I gave readings, and we had fun together. MMC. Can you guys see me? Am I still here? A message just popped up on the screen saying the connection was unstable. Although it's gone now, so but is it working now? All right, so that's good. May I ask for a general for the next 48 hours? Okay. I think these last two people, MMC and Seashells, that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get offline. I've been live for almost 2 hours now. And I think that's plenty for now. Okay. Well, MMC, I think that the next couple days are going to be great for you. All of the cards are looking good. I think you're going to have a really good couple days. I see you being creative. I see really good energy. Like you're not going to have a care in the world. You're not going to be worried about things in life. You're not going to be worried about money. You're not going to be worried about any problems. You're just really going to enjoy your time. And it's going to be good energy. Okay, and these are the cards I got. Can you see that? All good energy. Okay. Seashells. Oh, shit. May I ask about the confirmation for school for Sasha? We went to the open house and everything has been going well. We find out about confirmation to attend in April. Do you see that going well? Sasha's my daughter. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Seashells. I think everything is going to go great. Everything will be good. And I think this is very intense energy. Because with this card, the Eight of Wands upright, I feel like the fact that this is going to go well is going to be very intense. Okay. What is there to say? I mean, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. So don't feel any kind of other way about it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay? Bye. Thank you all for your questions.